doing?
Yeah, go to school, bye!
I'm traveling light, I'm going to Babanango. I'm leaving tonight, I'm going to Babanango. Leave my crying behind, going to Babanango.
We run a school here, so on the top floor of this college building, we run a grade 10 to 12 school. COSAT is very unique. There is nothing like COSAT really elsewhere in the country. What's tended to happen in this country is that kids have left township schools and they've gone to village white schools. So there's been a flood of students out of the townships, and what's tended to remain has become the sink of failure. COSAT just tries to break that mold. It tries to say, look, there are kids here who can achieve, and they should be given the opportunity. And we draw our students from the neighbouring schools, and we're entirely dedicated towards trying to give the students an opportunity to do well in key subjects like maths, science and information technology. COSAT is a state institution. We're employed by the government. We have to raise our own funds for operating costs.
They will say, halala, it's the child of the hungry earth. Oh, halala, halalo, halala, 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 halalo, halala.
Kumeza, and this is Bongiwa. Pearl, this is Wendy.
Can you tell me something about the schools you were before you came to COSAT?
They were bad.
All of them come from different schools at various levels. We need to try and get them all up to the same standard.
What is the level of education when they come from the other schools?
Some schools are good. Other schools, we find that a lot of the basic things, those basic skills are lacking. And what we need to try is to find those gaps and to fill them.
I've heard about a lot of children in one classroom. Is that true?
Yes, because we have 60 or something, and here we only have 25 students in the class.
It must be a real difference, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the teachers also pay a lot of attention to the students.
At other schools, kids, they are motivated, but because of the big classes, it's so easy for them to hide, and they can become lazy. So the kids that work hard are in the minority. The students here at COSAT, you will find that it's the other way around. The majority are really here to work hard. We're more motivated, and then it rubs off on the kids as well, and then it's just a positive circle.
What's the plan for the future, girls?
I'm taking the Air Force piloting. I'll be doing piloting next year. Well, now from now, I'm going to be doing construction management, but I also plan to do my business after.
Our own business to uplift the township people, especially employ the people who have skills who can't find work around the township because they don't have the right education. People who can't get that A's but who know they can do something in their lives. For example, there might be someone who'd love to start their own business, who knows they can do it, they've had this dream for so long.
What happens to the children that don't get the opportunity to go to COSAT?
The only time you get an opportunity is when you prove yourself that you're able to do something. And I didn't want to come here to school, but my mother.
Why not?
Because I heard the rumor that you work hard and stuff, but once I came.
Why didn't you want to work hard?
Because you're not used to working hard, do your assignment on the day that it's due.
And then you pause, they don't care, just give you a
You get motivated in those schools.
No.
Just do your own thing and nobody cares as long as you pass.
If it wasn't COSAT that would pay it, you wouldn't be able to do this in
because
school.
most of our parents can't afford to pay large amounts of. COSAT this saved me because my mother didn't have money.
COSAT is a great opportunity for children who live around the township who can't afford to go to those schools.
Resources they have here are great. Like we have computer labs and computers which other students from other schools don't have. We blacks, we're supposed to be motivated by black people who were in our positions but who made it out.
In addition to that, there are few blacks or there are non-blacks who made it.
Because
so that's why that they bring the whites, at least to get motivation. Because if you say you only want black people,
but
I don't
but
think
it's
it's
not
not
black
motivation is working.
But we need black motivation, and the thing is, if for example you take a black person who live in the suburb, it's not wrong to go and live there, but you should at least go back to the township, because you know people have this thing that if I go there, people are gonna think now I'm better, I'm rich, I'm trying to show off. But you know, if you see that person, you aspire to be that person one day. Now, if I can't see this person, who am I going to aspire to be?
But it depends on the situation. In some situations, there are people like that who judge that person that is superior and stuff, looking down at us. But that person is not there to judge you. He's just there to help you and motivate you. There's people like that get robbed, like the tourists.
Yes, that's how we feel when we see tourists. You know, we don't feel like, oh, tourists coming. You feel like, who are these people trying to look down on me? Because they look through the windows and you can see the shame in their eyes and think, oh, shame,
And then
living in this place.
People smiling.
You know?
And I always like white people smiling at me in town saying, it's like they're saying, oh,
shame.
Yes, that's another thing. I feel racism is we still have apartheid. We still have apartheid.
Yes.
And that's why I say we should have black motivation, because people feel like
Exactly.
white people were superior, so they are supposed to be superior. It's given that they are going to be superior.
And the whites are not here to motivate. They're just here to feel sorry for us. That's how we feel sometimes. Like it's not here to motivate us. Just here to show us, like, see, I'm superior and I'm white.
And I'm
Don't
gonna
forget
help
I'm
you
blue.
because you're disadvantaged.
And you're black and I'm white. But at the
Do
end
you
of
have
the day,
that at
they do help
COSAT
us.
as well? This feeling?
No.
That's
We all
different.
Teachers
equal.
are black here.
We all equal.
And the white teachers, they don't treat us that differently.
We
We
all
don't feel
equal.
black.
We just feel colored, all a mix.
Yeah.
Just feel like a child.
Just
going to
feel
school.
everything.
Yeah, you don't just
Everyone
highlight.
is everything.
Yeah, you don't feel.
Anything else, girls?
I think that people should be educated on how important education is.
If we want to change South Africa, we can't change if we don't go to school.
Yeah.
Because if we all not go to school, then who's gonna bring about the change?
I think you can all be really proud of yourself. Although you come from a family which might be really poor, to stand up.
I think we all love COSAT and we appreciate everything that COSAT does for us.